MD na madam for Malik. No be bon komo na afi yedi nkomo de afa BOST ho ye wi a sembisa na mo de beba no so no de brebe mu brebe me yakwan be bisa na yedi nyina afa sembisa num na yedi nyina ye nkomo a efa Ghana ho MD mache
Yechia mutiefo nyina
boko de
ba joy
yo de nyame ase na BOST de hoye
so de muja no at least improve kakra nti hoye pa no pay de hoye
Pajo ukona hu Malika ka te ne se mese menchia no why
mate
mene nya fine MD good to have you anopay ye do ase pa se wanya da jama na nkomo a efa BOST ho ye no e ba bebo me ye sure se at least ye benya break aka na ye bisa niema ba akom yenu bi na afi abanfo so adwen kire omde beba na yebetimi ye bisa kakra e de afa ho me ba cho se ye ka se BOST ye te BOST de anima ne oil petrol BOST farm eno ho asem BOST ye de ba de
na na we dey me das yo
okay
ya sanchi ya motiefo ni nyina me sanchi o mu biom na nkram de menya kan kran na meka o
dabi
asa hade en kan
dabi hade en kan
wetu ya mo lanta
o kan kran na me so menti
ene me bo me ho body
eti bo
yo we dey me das na BOST 1993 na ya set ya BOST me de am de brofo be frafre mu kakra
en hardwene kra
in 1993 na founded BOST and BOST was founded with 3 key mandates. The first one is that build infrastructure you betumi store petroleum products assign it distribute those products to the length and breadth of this country. And no and they also build storage tanks.
Okay.
Were various locations. No assign I build pipelines for the transportation. On the same transportation also were in Shema Biso fafa oil no.
Okay. Okay.
And to ensure that petroleum products get to the rest of the country, these are the infrastructure that we use. Now, areas are any pipeline in your man, no, you're the tanker for the ejuma.
Okay.
No, you're private owned people, or more fafu no from one place to the other. And then your first mandate. Develop and maintain a national network of facilities to store, transport, and distribute petroleum products. Second one, I don't know, minim say microphone. Second one is to build strategic reserve stocks to meet a minimum of 6 weeks of national consumption. Nature say, I say to me, top oil nibi edisiesi. When the it's insurance.
Okay.
Say BBC na ebia temahono oil to me mba country ni mu bioma for the next 6 weeks no as yet to minya reserves to cushion this country. No, unfortunately no 2006 na aban wo sikebia omo jejeje nkiti bebre itumi de tosa oil no edi sie na 2006 no strategic reserve levy no eno omutwem since omutwem no we haven't consciously made an effort as a country to make that happen because there's no money to buy the oil and store. And there is some discussions that needs to be had there.
Okay, and the says can is a tour you the tofu and EBC. Okay, and you came 2006.
2006 you came.
Okay.
And say I mean okay say me no nyina ye pe sa comfort no sa insurance no.
Okay.
But me no ye ntia. What you say?
Okay.
And the boss yes say your boy a home modern your top products are I say a koji loan few bank there the top products are you keeping kakra but to mean keeping for a long time.
Okay.
And to mean to be brave so and so we don't have the resources needed as BOST today to really deliver this mandate. And to see I mean okay say your maximum where you want 13 days 13 days
instead of 6 weeks no.
Instead of 6 weeks no. So be no ye ntia.
Eish.
And you started tia na ebenye sika no na e dia koto na e dia sie. And that is the second mandate. The third mandate
no, but before I third mandate no so no. I don't know me mashimi o.
O mama o ya mention.
There be o say first o can mandate 2 no o say enka strategic reserve say yemfasa fam we nsie BBC na say yentimi nkodwa so nkoto oil for 6 weeks at least I say wo fuel betimi ahwe
Mpacho ani
and as I say about 13 days
Mpacho ani
because yentua sa askana
sa to na eto so no
it's that one e friend saying
strategic reserve levy
ani okay yenko yenim
good and
13 days
Mpacho ani
scary
ani
all right do the hengo yenim
strategy je to no and na e bia ebenya bibi na e dia krakra oil ni bia ba the third one here say I want to say the founders no they envisage say baby Ghana tino you be to me a re-export zone you be to me export fuel to our neighboring countries and also provide fuel security. Enti ampa our mandate 1 no any yeah mandate 2 no bet me improving no kakra if we start paying the levy and mandate 3 no nyame adom starting mandate 3 no so enti no ane BOST your facilities across the length and breadth of the country. And we are happy to say that those facilities are working very well. And at least that's a general overview of BOST and its mandate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. More tanks are more the stores are and tanks now we're here fine.
Mpacho that's it. Tanks no you will be tema APD.
Okay.
And then a biggest facility wo the sign will be Kumasi Kasi Hono. Your sign will be Mami Water. on the Adomi Bridge in Chenhono. You will be a Kosumbo. You will be a Buipe in the north. You will be a Bolga. And yes, what pipelines are joining these depots. And Buipe Honus is your pipeline be a friend Buipe to Bolga pipeline. A fat Savelugu na Kodru Bolga. And yes, what pipeline are a fat APD through Mami Water, a sign called Akosumbo. It drew Akosumbo, ye war in Shema be war, bear 4. Ye de Nsioni Gum, a chin, a Buipe. Now, sign up pumpy from Buipe to Bolga. Now, ye export customers, no. Omudru Bolga, no Mabefa. And those are where we have our facilities today.
I see. And then amunya for a reserve echo, especially in Bolga, Bupe, and Kasi.
So for no Batema, Kumasi, as because we don't have a pipeline in Kumasi, no. Yeah, the transport tanker owners, no. Then you must sign a contractor, movie fuel, no. If he a tema base, no, Eko Kumasi. Now, see, a person a call north, how they are. For me, you did the fat Mami Water through Akosumbo. A drew Akosumbo, near Yeshugu, sir, in Sherman, so. Now, ya train boat, no. Near Chin Munina called Buipe. Near offloadu o Buipe. Ya offloadu o Buipe, near some Pompe, near Kodru Bolga. And that is how we serve the rest of the country.
Okay. All right. And the strategic levy year free BOST margin difference between.
Okay. Good question. BOST margin in India, when the founders of the company founded the company, they realized that BOST had to build infrastructure.
Okay.
Now, some of the infrastructure have been built in very unprofitable areas. That means ABI wako build BB or Bolga and now Buipe. That infrastructure would have to be maintained. The volumes there are not enough to ensure that infrastructure can earn some decent sika ebe to me asheno. And its BOST margin was voted for to ensure that BOST delivering a social mandate as well as a private mandate as a company would have sufficient resources to operate and maintain the infrastructure within the length and breadth of the country. And that was the reason for the BOST mandate. And the BOST mandate has been there forever.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now making can be a BOST hona omo kase sa mo BOST margin ya na boama fuel. Se me to be a 1 liter e wa kra. Na me fa ne say 11 cedi ya. Me krum me ha me so na ho so 11 cedis. Sa na tie.
They be anya sa na tie. Ma me nchichiro.
Okay.
Unse ene oto cement wa kra. Odi kodu ebia Tamalia price near different. But ene a buying say or per se so tofu or Accra. Now could anywhere else in Ghana. Buipe, Bolga, Tamale, Savelugu. And say price near the same.
Okay.
So what happens is that or more transport fuel no. Ye will levies be wo ye will be a friend of PDM. Primary distribution margin, and yes, I will be a friend of UPPF. And no, or more twitching your mano, and ye cheat you. And you use it tanker drivers, you say, no, it cheat your musica.
Okay.
A buying it, wake it way be at so. What train fuel now near Chiao, Kitway be, what train now your Chiao Kitway be. So that is how come the price parity is achieved. However, for the BOST margin, it's strictly for the operation and maintenance of the facilities.
Of the BOST facilities.
Of the BOST facilities.
Okay, yo. I was for MD, our da BOST ano. And yene no etwetwe enkomo minim se ososo wasem bi a obepese obebisa bra enkomo no ekọ nanimi ya obetimi dia fa 0244 844488 0244 844488 na fe yedi enkomo e dia akọ anim MD enya we mepese yen hwe BOST before 2017 ansana yaba a BOST 2017 and beyond
mate we dem that's
BOST 2017.
BOST 2017.
Before 2017.
Before
sorry.
2017.
Sure.
Okay. Where there? Let's start it from the fact that ABR 2017 waba now we need just say I'm managing director.
Our BOST.
Our BOST. Now we need J. We could draw hono. We should share new money. We say, hey, a kapanye. Na deka $624 million US. Trade liabilities. I'm called for amatunton. Omodenium, amatunton oil ama BOST. Yato oil if you moho. Yenchiaye. Near deka US $624 million. And yes, it is so.
US dollars.
US dollars. And now the exchange rate no bohwa. Wa obi hu e car na e diet so. Enya no nkwa. Ne ya jijiji loan wo local banks wa. Ne ya jijiji loan. 416 million Ghana cedis. And tenye $624 million ne nkwa na e diet so. The sign wo loan na 460 million na. It's a diet. It is so. And ya no kwa na yen menavo for BDCs be now mo de fuel ebe go BOST the tank nim na ebi mo ba so mo ba be fa no ase na nioma na yira ebi ayira na say hu be bia evaporate a maybe it's evaporated or na yira and also the buy no na claim $37 million US. Na we teach. Hey. Now what baby so baby ejuma. She a kapa ISO kopeska ko ditia. $624 million plus 416 million Ghana cedis plus $37 million BDC claims. Hey. Enya no kwa. Near what capex liability be as a Bobbesian government the grantee Besian be $109 million here and final maybe ya started. But now no be 50 something million dollars at the top pipeline. Now cut US since 2008. Now cut US since 2008 as at 2017 2019 na US.
And no there.
Say near top pipeline. The pipeline reference Droben. Near to Droben Bebre. Say about the sea pipeline from Tema to Akusumbu. Pipeline I was say near 6 inches. Inti near Kufuor time no. President Kufuor time near tall 12 inches. Say they replaces our 6 inches no because demand was growing. So in 2008, those pipelines were bought in the America, US.
2008.
2008.
Okay.
As at 2019, still, no pipelines no go US.
Egu ho.
Egu, for no mo top yato mo ho no. Nsuo e bono. Ewie e bono. E pro. Na egu ho.
Ade na ye niska de betua na se ne ye mpebium.
Oni epe. But I said why we didn't bring those pipelines minim but nyame adum no nyame adum nti ye de aba as at last year November no ye the pipelines na ba nti ye de aba nti 2017 BOST 2017 no, on the financial side no na ehu pa $624 million when you cedis plus legacy loans $416 million Ghana cedis plus BDC claims of 37 million US dollars. And capex liability, you know, be $109 million. And you know, BOST no, nyoma edi ejuma no. You use storage tank. And you say use pipelines the nyoma. And you say use marine assets. You were in Shema Bayer 4. VLTC for the etchitrinchitri and the Roni Gumwa or Mochitrinchitri Quack we Bupe Mayeng. Now, you buy, you know, 100% of all our pipelines from Tema to Akosombo na Enyejuma. Similarly, no, we pay to Bolga pipeline, no, and also na Enyejuma. Enya no kwa sika aban asay edia tuto tugboat floating dock and now 4 barges na ne nyina nyejuma. Enya no kwa ya tanks no there were 51 tanks. 15 out of the 51 tanks no so na enyejuma. Hey, enunti there were 6 depots. 3 out of the 6 depots, no, 50% of our depots, no, were not working. But guess what? Not staff for whole, I teach you, but not in Yejuma. And on our revenue earning assets, no, yeah, assets are able to make this no, as at 2017, no, now a year only 18%. And now what you say? So how can you make money and even pay the staff? But we were there. And yeah, no, on the regulatory side, no. 2015, 2016. Now you're auditing your accounts. We had not audited our accounts for 2015 and 2016. Yet, now company treats your bonus. How do you know you made profit to pay bonus when you have not audited your accounts? And then you better yeah. And yeah, no now the GRA for 47 million. You entire taxes from 2010 to 2014. And you entire taxes and you also not a deity so. And now nyoma cases a work court. You have contingent liabilities. And a work court. Total near 161 million because those cases were bad cases and they were in various stages in court. And if we knew we were going to lose some of them, and for the numbers we are going to lose, no, we knew that we needed to make a provision of 161 million Ghana cedis on those cases. Now, BOST margin also, in Kofoka as of 2011, now you 3 pesos. Now, BOST margin was voted to what? Use it to operate and maintain the infrastructure. And it was 3 pesos in 2011. As of 2019, it was still 3 pesos. As of 2017, it was still 3 pesos. The BOST margin had lost almost 85% of its value. As of 2019. And basically, the company was in a state of comatose. Look at all the liabilities on this company's head. And the company was expected to provide strategic storage, to work efficiently, to ensure that all the 3 mandates are delivered. It was virtually impossible. And Nana, BOST as of 2017, that is the summary.
Okay. First time I met say BOST na mo de ka me na oil so ye ton boka. As a car model a wo bobo me check away 624 million USD. We bank loans 416. We omo fuel abegu ha omo hwehwe amu claims 37 million USD. Capex 109 any idea. me drew 770 USD na nam jai sesa because imagine boom. But yabako figures we mu one after the other. But before that, no. Now we cut 37 million USD a car. BDCs ni bidi ababe gu ho a omo eba beji claims no anyhow. At the BOST no obi timi de na de ababe sie ho. Na obi timi de ne fuel ba be gu ho, obi timi restore ne fuel ho, no ababe gi ne later. Na oba anhihye be na mo ne ye.
They say they insista, but in the past, no, for whatever reason, I honestly don't know.
Okay.
But what I know was that there was a committee set up that investigated and realized that we owed these BDCs, bulk distribution companies, $37 million US. Into omudi fuel buy, ebe gu your system ni mo. Omo ba be fa no ni ho. Into me.
But more interest just a moje fuel no. Moje.
Evidence at that time no.
Lecture moje. Latest amoji nyina wo ho.
Evidence at that time no. It say near the Akawe. But fast forward to 2019-2020. BOST ankasa me buy no. Na me predecessor a set up committee bi. Enti me buy no. Ena ye de Yoko for kan ho. Eni ye de national security for enso kan committee no. Na nkrofo a na almost ye de omoka $37 million no. Ye wie sa forensic audit no. Na eka no reduce from $37 million no to $10.1 million.
10.1.
I mean, can be nkrofo na almost ye de omoka $37.6 million no. Ye wie forensic audit no. Omu nyina assign say enye $37.6 million biom na eye $10.1 million.
Okay.
Saving the country a whopping $26.9 million US.
Okay. Now, tina na maybe sa kanene say obi de na fuel ba BOST kwambe na mo fa so say okay, maleke de abase ebia me 45,000 liters and am dey bremo. Mo enta ne sen and I say obegia kwambe na mo fa so hu say ampa Malik de 45,000 liters ne buy or beje no so no bia ya man 35 and I am 20 am I am 28. How do you do it?
Sa ne ye no product accounting sa they say they kan no sa ne ye no
say sanity dia then obi etimi the fuel ba na mo calculate it to the tune of $37 million US. I feel the mo be here auditing and I be do 10.1.
Same way there. Ebia zero be ira baby. And I sign who sa zero no. Be so obi a mistake. Me the minimum. Obi a mistake be okotro ebia 100,000 no and otro 1 million. And ebia those mistakes no be buy.
Okay. Entino sanko no omotie ase so musika na 10.1 ampa omotie ase sign
ejitu obi a sign ba join
ba nyo mo anso na make claims so musika na 37
ba join
entimo ye ne den
oh say ebia mfomso ebia omo tro omo numbers no man tro ni ye na ye hwehwe omu ne hu sa errors ne ne oma no ebi muso afọ mu fuel ni nyina still almost BOST the omoka ya hwehwe mu no a ekro mu so mu fo mu papers mra ya ko hwehwe papers mu no na there were discrepancies. And that is how come we were able to eventually agree that ebia o fuel now the buy ebia wa be fa ni nyina but now we if say wa be fa ni nyina.
But omo be fa and yenye inventory bia ho.
Empacho yeah.
Sa asem we atwema adwen agina initial one bia wo kan say na mo pipes ni be free tema ekwa akosombo ene mo shema na ebe free akosombo akobupe na enye adwuma. Enye adwuma sesen.
Na say.
Intina mo yɛ de na mo de fuel ko.
So same way there. My main me.
Okay.
Now, BOST has a lot of stakeholders.
Okay.
One of the most powerful stakeholders are the transport owners. Now, transport owners no use tankers no, and they fuel from one place to another. The reality is that when BOST facilities work, you take traffic off the road into our facilities. So what you say? Oh yes, until any time BOST is very efficient, there are some stakeholders who are never happy. So it is in their interest, plus the interest of other stakeholders, plus some invisible hands. It's in their interest to ensure that BOST doesn't work efficiently. Because if BOST doesn't work efficiently, they make a lot of money. If BOST works efficiently, the public will benefit. Why? Because we'll be using the most efficient way of transportation, and eventually we can help to bring the price at the pump down. What you say? Into your buyer, no, not all our revenue earning assets. 82% of our revenue earning assets had been grounded.
What kind of revenue earning assets are there now?
See, oil no, the far pipeline more.
Okay.
Sikanka ebeko transport owners ni ho no. Be 30% be buy ho.
Okay.
Be buy yen ho.
Okay.
Ye store nyoma no so very well ah. Wo be store ha, wo be tua ye sika. Insha man no, ye use for that transporter. Some small money will come to BOST. That will not go to these other stakeholders. So depending on what the leadership wants, they maintain infrastructure. No, nothing gu ho. Use the most expensive source of transportation, which is the tanker owners. Now, public needs to say prices air cost. But when BOST becomes efficient, instead of paying 100% of this to the tanker owner, BOST gets about 30-something% of that value.
Okay, now this is another angle to say pipelines na say yeah juma o ka say 30% be ba mo kono. Sabiu enya BOST juma for na hweso.
Mbachon.
Om na hweso.
Mbachon.
Okay. Enti for period na pipes no nya juma no. Na yitu omuka.
Mbachon.
Omo ye den.
Omo so.
Omo hwe partner. Edwin, MD, stop that. MD, stop this.
Say pipeline no was your omo make sure so be in wia.
But MD,
Nana,
we electrical engineer.
Mbachon.
Aha. Mama underground cable. Remember say me o MIMS bi shase ho baby. And am say hwese sa line say nam hey e bia the 11 kVA free ha. E dey call me fan say pon.
Ampa.
Enye adwuma.
Ampa.
But me tua uka. What am I paying for?
Ampa. The all can ampa pa. Inti. That's him way there.
But we were paying for that.
Yes, near Chiaka.
If you say adwuma fo ni nyina ka. Ah no mu nyina wo ho.
Mbachon.
Ah omo so G sa.
Na ye nim say you be repair. We know.
Nti na ye tua to. Okay. Enti for sa period na enya adwuma ni nyina ye tua omo ka.
Mbachon.
Enti omo so profit na ye che e bonus na ye che wa bra na audit your account 2016 17 15 16 ni nyina no. Omo G sa bonus ni bi.
No one ka onje. Hey,
child.
Na one ka onje.
Hey, child.
So nya na una oka si entua oka. Management see ya profit ye tua oka. O staff no why dey. So obeji.
Meji me kola mom.
Obeji bibia.
Okay, so that was BOST before 2017.
Mbachon.
Okay. BOST after 20. 2017. No, before you mentioned 2017, I said no. Issue of more head office. Ebeba a later part in the conversation, but my understanding is that sir head office as seminal by before 2017. Is that correct? Okay, what was it?
Opesi di hun komo sesi ana se opesi
what that hun kakra kire me akiri say me kum ya me kum.
Okay. 2015 2016 there about obi approach BOST say oh me wa land na me pesi me see head office mama na say me yeah are you interested? Obi besides are you interested? And I say wampa baby I no you rent it. Now I mean if you have your own land and it's going to be a 10-key solution then you pay embe say bet you rent forever into your pay so new head office and eventually it was agreed say okay and the price then be at 39 million Ghana cedis and $39 million US dollars. And that's it. And you agree and almost signing a contract and our boss chia 8 million at that time. In 2017 na mi adaroma your party bar power no I say the then management no my predecessor back I say on you comfortable about you may be a call so into no see enko hwehwehwe mu kakra into a suspended project no kakra na opese me sign twice one na so opese sign ba
mahu the other mama na ye mama later ye baba so nti
mate
te say ye hu say sa head office na acquisition ne ho nyina start 2015.
Yes,
2015 thereabout. Okay. Now yemfa engine or chile ebeba in the conversation. Now BOST 2017 2022.
Hey. We there e dey asida be manyame. Say ejuma Ghana for the ma yen. Ejuma nyame so de fa na nado danko akufo ado so assign the ma yen. At least we have made Ghana proud and made the people proud. Jenti na meka sa trade liability $624 million no. Yetua emu $612 million, making 982%. Yetua o and aka 1.8% per 1.8% no ye $11.7 million and then aka sika aka ibetua na say na etua aka we aban eboayen na aban boayen with only $185 million US dollars. BOST ankasa through IGFs etua $426 million US dollars. Mundio, BOST paid 70% of this money and government helped with 30% of this money that has been paid. So we are proud that at least we have been able to pay our suppliers we owed money, because in business the only currency you have is trust, and the banks were not even willing to do business with us because some of these guys had gone to borrow money from the banks and we owed and we were not credible. But God being so good, we've paid 98.2% of this money, equivalent to $612 million US dollars. And yeah, no, on this 460 million Ghana cedis bank loans no. Aka 8% per each year. The 8% is a running loan. Hopefully by end of next year we would have cleared that 8%. So we are happy. And what this has done is it has restored the confidence we lost with the banks. Okay. And as I speak to you, the banks are coming to us. They want to help us build our infrastructure. They're giving us loans to buy the head office, pay off the head office. Some of them are even proactive, wanting to help us raise more money to ensure that we live our mandate. And yeah, no kwa. Okay, so we are candidate. 37 after the metamorphosize here to 10 no. And no you start each at 10 no. Akaya bear $5.7 million US. By the end of next year, be cheap. And you companies 3. Totally, you cheer munina. Aka 6, 8. Aka 5. Yes, 5 more companies. You cheer muka. And ya no kwa. Since I me bet na kunyane so no. Ya signing 2015 audited accounts. My signing 2016 audited accounts. My signing 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021 audited accounts. So today when the banks come and they want to see our books, the statements are there. Very soon, you're the best to your website. So Ghana phone na person share performance. But what website so on bet me akuyi share. Your taxes no so me no ka say yandeka tax. Ye tia 47 million Ghana cedis no. Your tema to akosombo pipeline no. Ya repair.
Dey nya adwuma na etua ho ka no.
Ya repair. But once omo ye rail construction bi was mpaka that route no. Enti they had to divert the pipeline. Enti na starting use, you know. But we'll start using it hopefully by December. But it's been repaired, and we are now installing an intrusion and leak detection system. Now, what is an intrusion and leak detection system, and what does it do? Say a pump insio efa pipeline ni mo. It could do the same amount of volume could do the other side. Akosombo no. But you pump oil la. I say na ebia evaporate. Motia bia.
Damn you. Edwin Tobase. What the ensure ebia what the ensure be ebia what the me say 20,000 liters egu no more pipe no more e kokodru akosombo
nso di nyina kodru
but what the oil gumu
obia numbi
but what the oil gumu a
motia bi numbi
abo le we be say abo
enti you install ice on the system enti you can say the contractor is working putting in place an intrusion detection and a leak detection system. And no say motia no ba ho alarm be blow now soldier for national security for no can go right to the spot to find out what is going on. I bet help you how many who are trying to drill the system or try to cut the pipeline to do something, and see that's why we haven't started using it.
Okay, me basic engineering kakra me nim no ho. Me the margin fa picture na wo draw no ho. I'm fine say some of the pipe no oil no fa pipe no move from tema. Valve na mo bebie anamboa.
Yeah.
Bebie valve. Okay, and the in between most of valves. Say coast street.
Coast street.
And the open. Open.
Execo.
It's a him fan as leakage in a faban.
Motia so no mu ejumani anymore. But we'll stop them. Wild.
Okay. And from Akosombo to Bupe.
From Bupe to Bolgano. There. Yes, our pipeline no. As our repair Bolga depot no. And me no say our pipeline is working very well.
Bupe to
Bolga. And that's how come we are able to do our export. Yeah, export called Mali and other countries. So that depot is working very well. The staff there are very happy because that depot had been out of service for about 5 years. And then last year and a half, we brought it back to life. And so the staff there are very happy and they are working very well. And yeah,
why are they happy now?
Oh,
because say no enya adwuma nya na etu omoka
na on say nipa de ye boss be adwuma and o ti ho na onye adwuma na etu ya kakra your spirit is not happy. What do you say? It's not your fault.
Systems beyond you
and priorities. And I mean, why would you run a national infrastructure and you're happy that 18% of your revenue earning assets shouldn't work? I mean, Bonnie Ben are taxpayers now.
Okay.
That we've invested so much money into infrastructure, and 18% is only working. 82% of that infrastructure is grounded.
Okay. Yeah, who said pipes between Temane Akosombo, Nanya Juma say more repair. Bupe Bolga, more repair, I repair tanks a year Juma. Now between Akosombo and Bupenswe, Shamano a year Juma.
Oh, Nina Yejuma. And when Nkrofoka say, oh, BOST I profit, and ye be Shamana Yejumano, we have grown our revenues from 2020 to 2021 on that Shamano by 5 times, from 3 million cedis to 15 million cedis. Yejuma. Once a while, tanker drivers, I can say, BOST is not working well because they are not getting work to do. Sir, Atida. They almost say BOST Nyejuma, Amutumi Trotro petition called Jubilee House. Hey, Yam Pamome, now BOST Nyejuma because of Mujuma Nye. The reason is we are now using our own infrastructure.
Your powerful hand, no back ultra. That's how I can say a powerful stakeholder.
They mean chow, Mummy, take Maso. Other places so so but Ghana has to work.
Okay.
And BOST has to work. What you say?
Okay.
We share your manifesto no more. One of the objectives there is to help reduce energy prices. If BOST works very well in the medium to long run, we can achieve that objective.
Okay. Is there who say more transport system one kasankasa no a year juma all right. Okay. Still the story after 2017.
Good. Ya repair your badges no. Ya install your system pumps na juma say. Ya repair ya tutor assistant loading arms. Nyoma ede ya debu wenugu weni mono tankers ni mono. All this repair work could not have been achieved without a BOST margin, because the BOST margin is earmarked for repair. In 2019, Mekosungu, the then minister, Honorable John Peter Meuso, Mekosungu made a case. And on this one, I want to say a big thank you to the civil society organizations. I went to make a good case to the civil society organizations that we cannot leave this asset to rot. The only way we could solve this thing was to, BOST margin had lost almost 90% of the value. So how do you repair these assets? God being so good, they understood and worked with me, and they held me accountable. They made me make promises to them that when they support the increment of the BOST margin, I need to account periodically to them how I was using the money. God being so good, Honorable John Peter Meo also realized the importance of this, and through NPA in 2020, early part of 2020, we requested for 12 pesos. And no more is 6 pesos
per liter. Okay.
Now, the reason why we requested for 12 pesos per liter was because in 2011, when the BOST margin was 3 pesos, it was equivalent to 2 cents. So all we wanted was the 2 cents equivalent in cedis, which was 12 pesos in 2019. But almost the my 6 pesos. It will be answer. And then we put these monies to work. And we started bringing the infrastructure back on track. Gradually. As I speak to you, our revenue earning assets has increased to 95%.
95.
From 18% to 95%. We have repaired. They say tanks na katre pa ebe repair. All the new money na repair. Now, the challenge we have is that today is that time and BOST enye juma ye no. We incentivized the private sector to also start building their own facility. So what you say? Time and BOST enye juma ye no. So some private sector people have built tank farms, and they've all built it in Accra. Nobody has gone to Bolga, Buipe, Sabelugu, Mamiwata, Akosombo, Kumasi. Nobody has gone there. They've all built in Accra because private money looks for the
profit,
greatest profit. And some of them advocate that yenyi BOST margin.
Okay.
So I normally Ghana Telecom. Okay. They start Ghana Telecom of resources, and eventually Ghana Telecom was in comatose. No more Ghana Telecom that time. And there was no other option. The best decision was to feed it to the private sector. And now I know say, "Omo buy the so moko, omo so moko, omo buy ya profit bebre ana." So my argument on the BOST margin and my argument is that the BOST margin is still needed. And I'm happy the Minister of Energy has said it clearly, because he knows and understands what petroleum security is to the national, the sanctity of the nation. So when BOST becomes efficient, very, very efficient, and we maintain our infrastructure very well, the added benefit we get is to start expanding that infrastructure for the people of Ghana. Because in the upper east Hono, they don't have any tank farm there. We need to expand infrastructure there. We need to build pipelines across the length and breadth of the country. We need to expand the petroleum infrastructure penetration in this country. But in the short to medium time, we need the BOST margin to ensure we work. Now, I've also heard people say, "Oh, we need BOST margin if you are, or mobile losses." As I said, I'm going to say, head office, $78 million. No, it's a very simplistic thing to say. The BOST margin comes at a cost. Let me explain that. So BOST margin no eba be ye ejuma bi.
Okay.
Enti se wo yi BOST margin if you are, yi sa ejuma no so fi ho. So what you say?
Okay.
Untumi nka se wo be yi BOST margin nkwa. Na ejuma dey we expect so yenye ejuma no. Enti so yi BOST margin na enye yenye sa ejuma no fi ho. Oh na wo be hu se whether we are working efficiently or profitably or not. So what you say? Also on their some can say, "Oh, share or more staff be brain now, they are inefficient." But the evidence no lie. In 2016, BOST total revenue almost 3 billion cedis. Very proud. I mean, I'm very proud that at a certain point in time, in 2016, BOST was able to make 3 billion Ghana cedis. But guess what?
In assets?
No, in revenue.
Okay.
3 billion Ghana cedis, the highest ever. We are on our way there now.
Okay.
But guess what? Administrative expenses in that year was equivalent to 538 million Ghana cedis. 538 million on administrative expenses. Fast forward to 2021, administrative expenses yɛ 228 million Ghana cedis. What be that? We say normally, you know, over time, no inflation, any nyoma no will cost through. But in 2016, no, when BOST had the highest revenue, we made our highest administrative cost of 538 million Ghana cedis. In 2021, and I say drew ABA 1 billion. No. 2021, me know say our administrative cost has more than halved.
Say a simple equation. Just say the higher the profit, the higher the administrative expenses.
It's efficient management. It's efficiency. It's prudence. Time yes, 3 billion. No?
3 billion Ghana cedis.
3 billion Ghana cedis. No?
Okay.
Net profit or loss for a loss of 458 million Ghana cedis in 2016. Highest revenue. No, loss of 458 million Ghana cedis.
How?
I mean, loss. What you say? Expenses no, that doesn't. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, or 6 years later, 2021, I say cost no. The cost is at 228 million cedis, less than half what we spent in 2016. Okay. So, Omoka say BOST is not efficient. And TABB, so 2016, enough staff here 347. What you say? And now I know say staff here 496, but cost here less than half. And your efficiency are again. And that is how state institutions need to run.
Okay. Now, answer about other issues. So no, one issue among for a reason is last week, for instance, most of the papers, the story, energy minister, Dr. Napo, bomb abaso say more make it profit. Na profit na mo ye no anyone my idea or bomb abaso ni idea, but people have also questioned that profit. Meaning also what to be. How do you react to that?
Oh, sir, and okay, sir, last year, 2020, near your BOST margin, no, lost, no, don't say the Anglophone Eddie Bobby team. Near your BOST margin, and loss, and then BBR, and we deserve it because we are made to make losses when we collect BOST margin. So that's here. 2021, you sign BOST margin, the year profit in the year. I feel Monsam. Then you BOST margin in fear. It's double standards and intellectual dishonesty. In 2011, 2012, BOST margin contribution to BOST total revenue was about 50%.
Okay.
And they made some profit. What you say? 2011-2012, BOST margin contribution to the total revenue was 50%. And no a small profit be that was okay. What you say? 2021, BOST margin to total revenue percentage, 34%, not even up to 51%. And we've made a profit, and it's an issue. It's double standards. I mean, it's double standards and mischief.
Okay. Mema prof ne nana foriso abam kakra nche bia, but before that no office complex of 35 million USD and I the model be 78 million USD matesa asem no enhyeje money say
that's the media na only me
that be just all catch them
on say me start here and me say 2015 no out of 39 million ye tia CKB 8 million dollars. So okay. Good. And THI. Now 2017 I my predecessor buy and I know decided say Charlie ebia nyoma nko ye bi enti yenye value for money audit.
Okay.
Enko hwehwem. Any a shim enti Yoko Ho a sign called Attorney General Ho, and then they wrote their opinions after the investigation based on the evidence that was available to them.
Okay.
So what you say?
Okay.
Based on the evidence available to them, they all concluded that the sanctity of the contract was above board. What you say? What was hidden from them was a document which would have shown that the sanctity was not above board.
Okay.
Those documents were not made available to Yoko and the Attorney General. And those documents have been found. Enti, yeah, value for money audit ni no. It came to light, say, because of time value of money, no. A buono if 39 million, a call 49.6 million.
Okay.
Obviously, say, to idea what me hold my loan the year juma ma na me year. Now say and suspend there. Say me loan still. So time value of money made the total cost 49.6 million.
Okay.
But nana, o share your my a bet to ye a car pa na da boss so. Upe bibia head office the bear priority. Enya priority. Enti ye wie bibia me call board no. And I'm a board no bisa me say yes sika dey I repair or tank farms in your money man. Sika. Enti sa twin tower no. Instead of buying two, no, because of cash flow constraints and liquidity constraints, no, yento one pay. Because now yeah, oil near town, you are not in the real estate business. Because the initial plan is say, you better got na bakum, na the bakuno a high.
BOST,
a
high down.
Yeah, high down. Yeah, they rent it. Yeah, they empty. Your board no made one of the best decisions because. If you go and borrow this $49.6 million at almost 12-13%, that's a hundred true in terms of cash flow. So we decided to go for one. And when we took the decision, we informed the contractor. When an election by, I saw Kai say after election, a check a crown and sana new board was put in place, etc. And during that time, no board ne buy na contractor no show a letter be. And we realized that Oba be ready a court. And we knew that if you court now, like all the other judgment dates we've been getting, we'll get a judgment date. So we approached him quickly, said apologized, and said let's bring the discussion back on track. We want to buy only one block. He wasn't happy, but he agreed. Now, not only that, you just don't go ahead with the one block. You have to go back to PPA. And while some kaya last year, 2020 report no buy no. You see BOST irregularities, 400 million managing director na could disika. Na minya sa sika na nka mema half.
Sir, how are they nyamembo ni?
Asa me hu bi da. 400 million cedis. Now okay report now. You see 98% of the value is from the head office. $39 million US procurement irregularities.
Irregularities, yeah.
That meant that we could not even go ahead with this discussion. We either had to cure the procurement irregularity, or if I continue in that vein now, me tiamrano. So we started the investigations and started ongoing. Mekai PP Efreme Omuchi menim papa with respect to the head office. Meanwhile na nyamia na mini ho 2015 na mini ho. But as responsible as we are no, we accept both the assets and the liabilities. So I took it. And I apologized, it won't happen again. And then we wrote to PPA for ratification of the old contract. God being so good, no. So that document now me can say it had been hidden from everybody, no. One of my staff say, boss, mpacho mo bibi am be chere. Me say dien. And the document be chere me. So basically, you know, in 2015, December 2015, when BOST wrote to PPA for single source, PPA directed BOST to do a restricted tendering and even gave them 4 or 5 companies to use to do their restricted tendering. The management of BOST then blatantly disregarded that directive from PPA and went ahead to sign the contract, etc. That document had been hidden for almost 4 years. So we saw that document and we knew that, okay, so if Yoko and Attorney General had seen that document, there was no way they would have advised that we go ahead with a contract. So we went back to PPA to ratify.
Is it
my sister, and to call back to PPA to correct the to say this yes breach na abano.
Okay.
And your call mo no and omo grantee on the 26th of May this year. We had applied in 2021. They granted it 26th of May this year. Now, Namo office and parliamentary subcommittee of mines and energy. They requested for information on all the surrounding the BOST, the head office. So we gave them everything we knew then about the head office. Little did we know that some of them would use it for a press conference, etc. Enti omuhu sa ratification letter no. PPA are approving no. They made an assumption say top one head office at $39 million. What you say? Because we are written to PPA to ratify the $39 million contract. And I'm sure they had also seen the board resolution saying that we should buy 1 block. So maybe in their minds, I don't know, in their minds, they have evidence that we are buying 1 block for 39, so 2 blocks will be $78 million. If they had called us and asked us, we would have explained it to them that that was not the case. Much wrong. But and call out, hey, you all know. Then 7 days later, PPA gave us. We had also written to them to vary the old contract from a twin block to a single block at an extra cost of $23.5 million. Bear in mind, say, you $8 million bid that into the count almost $31 million. But 7 years had passed, so time value of money. So they granted the variation. So today, as I speak to you, we have gone for no objection from Ministry of Finance. We have procured the loan of $23.5 million. When him say bank need this kind of money now, muti say young Crawford a press conference. They halted the transaction. They halted it.
Oh yes,
now they've started again because now we've gone to explain to them that we have not broken the law. Everything we have done has been above board. If anybody has broken the law, it is the then management who blatantly disregarded the PPA directive to go for a restricted tendering process and went for a single source.
In November 2015.
In November 2015. In Nana, head office na same.
Anopay penny I no twetwe nkomwe Edwin Alfred Provencal ono na oye MD that BOST ano Professor Joseph Asafo ewa ha and nana for you so e wa ha sei but answer na me company for me no so MD unim papa be event something nyameche something ke nyameche
Martini Dinda na minim.
Also ochiao pa udi unim no so anka be bo.
Minim something. Hello
Yeah, hello.
Hello FM. Mini papa no.
Ayo, also ochiao pa so unim no so anka be bo.
Minim no pa.
Anyway, yo Samson kwame nyameche na busuafo amutie o Hello FM Kumasi. Eramase anopei mama nyina St Lawrence Catholic Parish anemu ewo atwema kropon in Ashanti region na yemfaseda Emma His Grace Justice Yaw Anoche Metropolitan Catholic Archbishop of Kumasi Archdiocese enra wangasa bigina wanemu Emma St Lawrence asafono ubie ano na usanshira altar so Emma ye enti on behalf of the parish priest Father Marcelinius and then the planning committee and PPC say your grace yada wase nyame nhyira pa o ya de ma na ye fe prof
yes sir
martin na ho ye
me ho ye
o ho nye de o titi anope de me nye so
mayare
o be yare o
mayare na me nu I nana when say manage leadership on pa na me bari nyina me sheda pa sem be sem ti if it's a BOST Ghana has some of the strategic assets ayewo say BOST and they wo temai to sometimes and then cookboard what the galam say so onyuma ya na yedidi akro kakra na I say one time in my maybe count if you say maybe anka some of our Monday lessons I mean ya na no for yem pick national asset bisa ye nya panyini ba ko say de mini ya betna hi on pepe nsemu na yen ka masem na ensemu wa hotia na wa yare wo yare by force on se makase nation building is not a magic. We don't accidentally build nations. We intentionally build it. Yes. When they fit here to Peru na Ghana, and we are not kissing Ghana. We are saying say anamutua yetu from one end to the other no. And eba omei afa rentumapa efra. Enti me wura ha metie no me metie asa na me ka che menua na say omienwuram na nsem ye koso no tu un say ku pa na di wuram se furu sa enti de rika na ma menche tefu nyina na menche a menua mi hia na da na ma ten a couple of times in the media on some issues enti na our TAD to listen critically to the presentations, see baby or pick it in free. Now, maybe I say, no, if you are in maybe I say free, me take vehicle, me take maybe or boss. Now, I want the push me kakrano. I say 2008. Boss aircraft pipes.
President Kofor
pipes no egu wa I'm say by now
2019
2020 November
2020 we do ya na how many years me
12 say 8 to 20 12
major part be man na for na obeka cho say o mai yesi hye ye mai na ye had you me unu ma ba mi enu miensa menue nkoma on di nyina mu di kan and say accountability and kontabu say ye di adwuma e hye wonsa na ye se bohu akonta ye ni watem ye se obi wo ha wonya aka kontabu ba wonya aka so mebu bi wa konta na ye ne se o pese ori bibi esusu no
eto no so
but nana we Christonia upue o nyankopon ma bebu akonta akwantabuo ne sɛ yɛde so and so ɛde ma wo ana ɛnyɛ wo deɛ a wo manage ɛbere bi aso yɛsɛ bɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛdeɛ wosi use ne fae na yɛhu sɛ mfaso aba so anaa ɛka ba so na ɛka ba so a ɛdeɛ ma ɛka ne baeɛ mfaso ba so a dɛn ne ma ne baeɛ no dɛ bɛtumi ayɛ ma deɛ woyɛ no asan apagya ne mu no akɔ n'anim ma ne biara ne wei ho sɛ enyuma ahodoɔ a aban ekura no sɛ yɛbu ho akɔnta yi a nana wobɛhunu sɛ yɛbɛtumi akasti waste akate na waste yɛbɛtumi ayi enima bi a ɛnsɛ sɛ ɛhyɛ ɛfɛ ne sɛ expenditure ahoroɔ ne budget ahoroɔ enima agye sɛ nneɛma ɛho nifa sɛ bɛtumi nyinaa afiri mu nti accountability is not a crime. It is part of the process in building a nation. Say, yendi watem, yenka se we kronfo. Ye say the book wa kontana. Na almost me upe bu akonta bi wi a. Na our confidence ba na me hu no me nua hu. I'm watching carefully. I'm a psychologist. Wo bu akonta and he's very confident in what he's doing. If he say onum se me to bi a me move number 1 and na edu 2. Was signing audited accounts since 2015 to 2021. Obese ohumwa wato challenge say adbegu on website. Download it. Mo amoye auditors ni account ni financial engineers no go in there.
Query the document.
That is it. Now close to accountability is transparency. Transparency ni say nana ebra ho se de odi sika ne ye no. Ɛyɛ ne sisi ne nkwa ne hia na mo se emu bɛda hɔ fine ebi sɛ figures o obetumi ɛde 0 ba kwa ka 0 bi ho na ne ma dale
asesa 0 bi hyɛ
asesa ma bebre eso webu akonta na sɛ wotumi ɛyɛ bold sɛ me pɛ me di gu abɔnten na obi a peke na query what we are doing is say o pɛ sɛ o kyerɛ yɛn sɛ there is some element of transparency. And the question me, I'm ready to address it. And for me, Nana, this is what we need in our management of Ghana's critical resources and assets. Transparency. Emunaho. Efe, we in free Nana leadership. Who say Abeka say leadership. Everything rises and falls with leadership. Bribia betumi aye ana ntumi ye ejisa kendi papa oh ye mama Queen Elizabeth efiri mu yi ade ba ko am say abai na edi hu komo restaurant am na be kan ha say eyi no kura no ohu bra ye no we about 2 or 3 weeks ago ye no many say cultures vary, but wako to be ube 10 years, 15 years. Oguzu share. We mo.
Ba ko bia me nimo share free 22 years. Omunye nyi. Ma so share. Ba ko share 14 years, ba ko 17. E twa manson, omunye nyi.
Metuselek cops. Cops. We na yes, yeah, baby, every baby. A leadership aspect be said, at each point in time, you must be ready to sacrifice who you are now for what you want to become.
Hallelujah.
Bribi emono. Sa ope se, dia ope se obeye no. Hwe dia ebia wo sese yi. Na ka kire won say, what can I give out? Dia na metumi aya. Dia me pese
me ya na daache.
Me ya daache me be ye. So, BOST obviously was running at a loss. Ya bokama enyema edisika bre no the resource base edisika bre no I was just reduced to only 18%. 82% was down. A pro ya pese a sign and Ghana had to me ya your history of this, and I know now I will list some of them. In Yuma, start yo, shete, Sam, Negu, we obete sam negu. It is only a visionary leadership. Akendia and iswadie eka ho. And it me fa adie bi say adie ya asaidie. Mama yenda na ni. Na opeke challenge no. Now in a line of question you now what on the Jack's balance we here no so. But I gonna say adena obi etewa oye adwuma itu na ka so oye adwuma. Onye adwuma ni itu na ka. Na pipes ye ne ba say o meheso. Na ye pompe oil na akọ leakages bi o ho a o ma attend to maintenance ndi ka ho nyina. Say nyuma nyina ye adwuma egu fam. Nso itu ni pa na ka. Who be a waste no enti obi abedi anim na ne eke ye me na me bona baso empanyimfu bi abon mo baso ma yade na che se emu da ho se me fare no 1 ana bi a -2 and na me dey do +5 se me yade me achieve me target no na mo me to an more from where we were poorly being managed. Any baby Edwin, no. Say, Nana, something good is lying ahead. Now, Master say, Yebenya leadership, visionary leadership, transformational leadership. Akendia bribisne niso. Say, idea say me move from this place to the other. And I don't know. And age say why ya kokara na betumi ayo me say obeka British Airways I'm for this guy. He was 44 years. What 44 years na British Airways na I'm brepa or dani adnani. This period of working a smart way of working, and it said you'll be see I build a certain organizational culture, a pulling for along. Me said, "Dear, on what I say work is all can be any aji." And of course, we are you, ma. Ne your car. Ujuma in a get to your son. Oh, near Jumana, we jidia. One him etiao. Because when you're Jumano. But I know the workers they wanted to work. But, oh, my area, and ye. And the boss, the dignity of human being, on your bois. Na bosme so akoye yura enti ene sika net account mu nana obeta frɛ but enia what is na me can be about the psychology of work ya na ya adwene sɛ obi nya adwene tu na ka na free no kweda nya no kweda hwɛ so we adwuma it protect your mental health because work gives you structure and work provides meaning. A man who has purpose in life. And to us run apart. When you say, me call her, now cause a chinchich pipe see so, me well her, be a valby, and where man say, he was a detectives. Remember, I'm waiting, we had no, because me, I might have any. Oh, and a whole crown ponsono, why are you all? Say, one a year, Juma, boss of honor. They are becoming confident.
Yes.
Na me sre ade ba akopɛ ebusuafo amutie me yenga na ya adwene sɛ aban national asset egua na ebotom ayeye no mum yenja yo mum yenjai na bebre tutu kwan ekɔ man hodo so okoye how systems are working ɛyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ magic ɛyɛ magic ɛyɛ structures ɛna edi egu akwan mu a ɛma nneɛma ɛyɛ adwuma say ufri ha nwako ha ya tutu bibia one. I thought that we are a religious nation. A lot of Muslims, a lot of Christians. Ankasa ne me kranka ne ye kran yede. But obi pese egu na ne botum eyi. Maybe mesre minian say ebia they say the kind of omo ye key stakeholders say bia omo drive tankers no. Of course, say boss ye ya omo edwuma be kofem. What does that mean to them, for example? And then I'm meeting me because it's a lot of investment to get a tanker. To win a tank is better 2, 3, 4. And I understand the argument now I'm making. Boss must work, and the boss efficiency will lead to somebody's business collapsing. But Baby or Honso boss bit me. None of Jama no I say one bottom show. Then a boss bit me I had a bomb. Nana we sa leadership accountability leadership is free one man. I remember consul a boa pa my friend ethics. And you may be a home or by me who say we're holding who together pass and send you are uncanny at you so it's good. It's good. I be a while in Hatano. Yeah, Hatano be that's a good leader. Ometraha Emer Robeshe Obia definitely say a kada hodie management decision be ankoyi but Yerimawa near chance to Asuya. And then I can say it treated him, but he took it in good faith. And now, on no, the one better, the any on the year, no, on what I just say, main wage. And the Ayana Macase between MDP and NDC, no, Yana imped this competitive songs idea.
Comparative,
and or my yen say, and I may buy my yen say, I think we should stop that way of thinking and acting. Now, Ghana, no, Eddie. Seven not and manage Ghana. Not me buy no madi be tosi na nana I'm a Ghana force to mommy na me fix here he has to fix it I also fix it na osampa back say na nana one fence electric no oso nana osafo ho no na 2 na me say to mommy na me be call 4 me dey call 3 I'm heading towards my target when you know yeah competition ne metiasie is to win electoral capital but a man national asset bre say baby me no dey agui ye monpai say is or say our bonpai say we are heading towards making 3 billion and I say or say we are heading towards there and he say me no to me ma boss it me call back to 2016 and I'm making 3 billion. No, to me cut down on expenditure on payments. Any of them operational management. Yes, administrative expenses. Or to me cut it down from 500 million to 200 million. Maybe it mean back from Kranswa. Not just say we are making profit. Now it make it profit. A boy or mine on so it may fair nipa more. Now or mine also it may kui. Enti hono me person me born about so say he wasn't too quick to one of them they say you can say mutia area oil no mutia yen say mutia kwa yeka yen mutia ko na sa mutia no munya yi na mo so ewia be hyen nana I want to say thank you to to be honest with you, I am very much interested in national leadership. And I've been telling you this. Because leadership begins at home. Maybe they say I'm to me fee. Na ako the community. Na ako the nation. And baby, I'm a leader in my department. And me taking leadership seriously. If you say the mayor, if you work in a investment, it is what you do at your department. Vice Chancellor there or the one award minister, the university itself, then it happens at the department. Only a bachelor there, course arrangement, said the OBC revise or course, accreditation, a school for about bachelor there. Vice the bachelor there. I'm not going to answer them. Maybe it happens at the department. It's a micro level power, but to me, and it's a mimi near. It's a come in Ghana economy, but this is a micro part of the economy. Now, say Omiana ho ye boss investment by 20
or the 20 dollars.
A dollars 5. No, be I think be say menya 3 billion.
Or profit also cry. To start with, menya 1.5 billion.
Menya 1.5 billion
to start with.
Now 5 yi afi bia ye nya. Nana unemployment. Ebe kan wansam.
Dabi.
A school for a school here scholarship. Ebe kan wansam. Dabi. Enduane e di feed ye mayi wo school ya. E ya esi kenwa. Ebe kan wansam.
Dabi ya kan.
Nana for him minti was him kakra me no aba. Nana ofa. No busu apeni ho mfa no. Ope medical scan bi equipment bi pet scan. A man full body scan. Na ehun say yare yi e wo tim e wo moto ase e wo akoma mu e wo yenye bi. He had to take his family member to Nigeria. This is costed at $2 million.
They need be Ghana.
Was it?
What's it say?
They need pet scan. $2
million. Ejuma ya mi ya boss no.
2
Say I buy $2 million
for a pet scan. You need be Ghana.
So I buy ejuma yi. Say the next 1 2 3 years no can say. You nya say sike. I buy say okay. You be say any part edura health. Do you know what we are doing to ourselves? And a lot of the problems we have in Ghana are self-inflicted. And I say it on authority. Hey, and yeah, I say, ma, I am okay, say, and I'm from Munya size on the car. A chum. A friend saying colonialism, I bet him. At least you did 60-something years, remember. I didn't hear for ourselves as a nation.
Nothing.
Now, Maminya Kraman, na me, I can't say, a friend say, galamsey kraso eno kwa de kumi mo no enti de ye me no say ye nyankro for samo omoye na Ghana anso de aduma we yi a ye betwa anem
why not?
I've lived in Ghana for some time.
Why not?
Me yakora ye betwa anem sa no ye ni free ho blah 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 enti back to square one na gu no bia be fa no na gu sa menua mi ho na aduma no ye this is Ghana for us, not for anybody. Say ye we ya ode o ha ye na me hear the papa say call me so me dey ye na now so ha ono say ye and now for so ono say ye na Ghana is working. This is how a nation is built. I may repeat it to you, nations are not built accidentally. They are built intentionally.
Mate, nations are built intentionally and not accidentally. Abushafo, do you want the respect, acknowledgement, and opportunities that come with being ranked among Ghana's top 8 businesses? Then we have some good news for you this morning. The prestigious Ghana Club 100 is back again and is currently open for entries. Coming 14th October 2022, the awards night, coveted awards will be opened again. An entrant must be a limited liability firm. Alternatively, companies with government interest should have less than 50% government ownership unless the company is listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. All entrants must have a cumulative operating profit for the most recent 3-year period, 2019, 2020, and 2021. Businesses who wish to be considered for these awards are requested to fill an application form online or read details on how to physically submit their applications on GIPC's official website, gipc.gov.gh/blog. Deadline for submission is 23rd September 2022. For further information on this event, sponsorship, advertisement, and any other thing, please contact Charles Opoku Mensah or Ifuatechi Mills on 0244 877583 0244 877583 or 0544 332086 0544 332086. Send an email to charles.mensah@gipc.gov.gh or efua.tekyi hyphenated mills or hyphen mills at gipc.gov.gh. It's all about Ghana Club 100. October 14th, 2022. Nanagori.
Yes, me.
Pacho also.
Me that's bebre. Nana, me foi my professor Canada. Say baha. I am my resource person like this. Na ombaka asemano. Na yeso into fire no tum. Na ade ye be fi ha mo no. Na ya tre ye nuanum bibi ya papa mu na wotum watase. I think they are very critical. Me feel on so na some parliament can on the Progressive People's Party 10 years in. We are in the 10th year anniversary. Party papa preko ate yanka brum yenyina yentimi yenyimpa kore yenyina yentimi nya idea kore yenyina yepekwana yepeda yeso o mangana na yede adwen na yewo yedeba na azibia oya obeka ye bum yetimanya one purpose ono na yefuado enti for example papaya other boss that no ya no pay wa beka say I think they were elevating them to a certain level in the partisanship you too the twinching. That's right. Because me a business restructuring specialist the whole to ailing companies they are restructured they are bringing on to profitability and in some of papa can either music to my ears. Professor, I got business, let's say for business the first thing where are the loopholes? Where is the fat? Now you close the loophole, a cut the fat now automatically balance sheet it begins to look good. Mamite ma ponyin orekano wa recognize loopholes. And I also kwana obesisi loopholes. Now when you work it one step at a time, it is no wonder there also results. Ebi na eka there be intentional. You don't hope. There we will hope when you move, but you work at it. That's right. Day in, day out. I'm also happy there. There I kasa me and ye partisan with our discussion. You are a professional. You are a Ghanaian. Professional. A qualified there. Ebe wo bibi ewan. Eye wejuma. Did na obejuma hono or a part of the package. The challenge with areas they be there or a soft belly. Politicians they be operating with the before now or a VRA. As expanding now, free hydro production of energy. Now they ever had the thermal and other sources, it was no longer a soft belly. They could just jump there and do their thing. We hear the same thing with BOST and other institutions that people have a perception there is something to be gained from there. Nti ya na say onkoye wi a na yenyu abreon. Yenyu abreon ye hwehwe the next soft belly. Nti the history of Boston has been a history of interference from the politicians. I won't allow the right processes to go on. And the big lobbyists, because of the oil sector, the funds involved, these people will need peace. And you need a courageous man, a courageous Ghanaian. Obia owatema odema omano. There, meso, I will take decisions about the nation in the long term. How can we have a nation? Akokra pipes. Pipes no go install as a rust. Now I move from
Oja ba kokra omo.
Pipe.
Oja bibi kra omo. Say pipes no go na rust. No ana yakutu eska na ma asa penti ho aman.
What man anti-rust. Anti. So you see, Nana, this, but you see, this is indicative of a certain attitude, a national attitude.
Charlie.
You hear Crawford to try and break it, and the national attitude, so we need to support such people. Grandpapa, and you Viviana, and the partisan.
Adam is my grandpapa.
You represent authority. You represent authority. And the cardinal, the issues now, the restructuring, an attempt at restructuring, and open all the technology or the shame to stop there. It ensue from the same volume of insuno will get to the other side, but the oil from it doesn't get to the other side. What would be a OT, what could be anything. But the other part in there, opinion there, is speedy processing. Because recognition of the problem near one. Quick solution and making sure that you plug it is the other. And it's not as easy as we say. There are stakeholders, whole livelihood, is for things there until you are fighting against forces, but you must have a strategy of how to overcome the forces, and the media partnership and citizen engagement is part of it, because it's a corner. Let's say way as in him na yantase, so that Obi Otinifibia can pray for you and can give you a support for you to be able to overcome the huge obstacles are over way. Meaning you ain't successful until you must let us know the role of citizens, the role of us at large are able to, because as in a onye sebe unana ne limited liability company or a Ghana as na Alfred na ebo by na yenya faso. On that end, opinion, I don't think that any right-thinking person will want you to fail. Because if you fail, the nation has failed. Your burden, they be a ye gwan, yako baby, yako streska. Na sika waya ho, na yentu plug holes na, or yenyiman, yebotum, yedako yenyim. We are losing about $2 billion annually to Katasi na prayer. It is a shot. We need to be able to re-engineer your major institutions like BOST to be able to meet the needs of us as Ghanaians. Because if you put an institution there and the institution on to meet the needs, not on what with the aspirations of us as a nation, then that institution is in quotes a useless institution. And the potential of this place, it has the potential to be able for us to move forward. Politicians should stop looking at these institutions as soft bellies and putting pressure on the technocrats to not be able to achieve what they are supposed to achieve. We all get to some place because of something, an affiliation, an association. But once you get there, or about delivery, it's all about the delivery. Into opinion, when you do your analysis, let's not get into the comparative is there, but the comparative is with you. That I came, this is what I met. Here is the picture, snapshot. You give us a snapshot of what you came to see. You give us a snapshot of where you are. You give us a snapshot of where you want to be. Na yenyina ya hwe. Na yetum ya boabado. Na atum a transcend a political party. And they be a PPP in and out. But the late Barry, they be me to meet them. The man was an ultimate Ghanaian citizen. Mukone constituency. And I was waiting for the taxi rank station there, waiting for him. Na papa bay. Oba anything in I call. Ne car na otimino. On or him. We'll roll it down all the windows. Near executives in to car in the movie. 1 year by 3 or 4 or 5 cars. And he was not using air conditioning. Oba anywhere dusty. All huggy obia no chichi obia. When I saw this man, something said, there's something very different about this guy. And Obiaka up to today. Until when we all have our positions now, let's make sure that you put it together across a perception, an image of somebody who's an ultimate Ghanaian. And the ultimate Ghanaian, you will always be remembered for it. And that's how you create people of martyrhood. That 2,000 years after
100 years after yɛbɔ wedding, 50 years after yɛbɔ wedding, tina ebusua biara no yɛwɔ ancestors. Obi a ɔyɛ bibi extraordinary within the family. Obi apɛ dɛ ɔto ne ba ɛwɔ ba dɛ to din after that person, because one exhibit bibi a ɔyɛ extraordinary among us. Nti yɛmfa dɛm adze ne mfa nhyɛ yɛ adwene na yɛmfa nyɛ yɛ adwuma. In the business restructuring, papa yi ɔda wɔde ɔkɔ universities. Now business classes na wɔyɛ no, theory na wɔyɛ no. One fast some of these practical people one bra. Now when you hear the theory of restructuring now, then the person gives you the practical aspect of restructuring. But what were some of the things I was in there to improve on? Some of the things that say I could do, baby I do, or you're very important there. You be making sure that there's a bridge between academia and practitioners, both in business and in public life and in public service. Baby I di unkomana neje kese, because they motivating. It's not about ubia come ubia team ubia yemide. It's not about condemnation. And I say a leader sir, ain't remember there be sack ubia because you don't like them. That is not leadership. You have to find ways and means in which they able pull the best of the people out of the people that anyone yejuma. Now etuma making sure that you bring them on the same page to be able to move on. If you're talking about, I would love to see a time where the increase in the margins are all used to say to repair, restructure, and put all those things down. After a point, that thing must come back down, because this is what emergency situation. You went for that to deal with the situation that was at hand. Once you deal with the situation, once you structure, once the pipe, we can get 1 for 1 in terms of oil movement from one end to the other. And once we can do proper accountability for a Jumana, then we will envision the time where these margins will come down to save Ghana some money. And then by that time, also restructure the company in such a way that Ojinanenado, you're very important. And then there are some certain positions in our system, or then offering a security of tenure. Because you see, some of these positions you are working against so many stakeholders, and you are trying to do the right thing. And stakeholders have a way of forming themselves into cartels, into clubs, in the way in which they will destroy you, they will malign you, they will pull you down. So if certain people or certain positions that we have in terms of revenue generation and all this for the state, they don't have security of tenure and all those things that. These are fundamental things that are incorrect with the system, that we need to discuss these things. And so this is not about the person that is sitting there. This is about Ghana's assets being protected, being restructured, making sure that you have value for money in whatever it is that we do.
Mate.
So yakade sika wa Ghana, sika no wa Ghana.
Yet is gas one day.
Catch me. He said your course be Department of Psychology, BOST manager.
Your course now. Your course now.
Course no. We are for final year students.
Prof, your friend is saying.
Final year student level 4 a year. Psychology for national development.
Okay.
You be invited to be as a guest lecturer.
Okay.
I feel some of these things here, your money tea. Na ensure munkra like Nana has eloquently indicated.
Okay.
But Prof Bobby Bido, another time can you believe there? They be what can ubi to kwan kosa na yare ubi to kwan me am a family member.
Now when in last way.
No on tap
$2 million.
And ye pede ye hu as a cry. Oh yeah. You call doctor and was inquire this guy. Inquire this but and Dr. Croker they look the margin your way in ya. One machine, one scan can determine all the challenges that are there
we will start to treat. I'm so okay, let's go. Then cover this kind also there called Nigeria. Lagos. Can you believe there?
Oh,
Me bushin and they fly from Ghana to Nigeria. Sabe ahwodin yim wo me bushin yo na ya akọ to a different land. Now order eco chair for hotel. Eco chair for ground transportation. Now eco chair na ye be our friend of PET scan. Enti me ho na me gugu wo me phone do there. So how much is this PET scan? Yeah, we have to travel out of Ghana to come and do a PET scan. $2 million.
Machine.
And I say machine here, PET scan machine. Yeah, $2 million. We have to leave our motherland Ghana. For now, can you imagine there? Can you imagine how many people are sabi wash one kwan because we couldn't detect the source of their illness?
Nana for emfa de aka nsha fridge mu na nyame yadomo a mepa Edwin Chew he's a very busy man, I know. But
I don't make it time.
Mesa ko wi no dey jai.
No, but so cost a corner wa.
No, dey jai minim kwa
me fa so. It is to his own detriment.
O dey jai minim kwa me fa so.
O cost a corner o.
O dey nya abotre.
Na o ye djuma o ye wo wi azi mu nyina.
Tie o dey nya abotre.
Na wan ba card na n'enyim. Na wan ba cheche o man Ghana fo ada o ye wo ho. O ye zero.
Mate o dey
zero.
Minim how to get him.
We chanuku data bi o no na. We finish it. Say issues, no. Say we are armed with the issues.
Very much.
And so people boy now no not talk we understand.
Mate.
Edwin
Obodai Provencal, the boss CEO is my cousin. Just for the record, so that you know. Charles, need tego.
Yeah, the papa obi apere ohu. Oh yeah, the papa obi apere o ya association.
MD.
Na as a born to one, na bohu.
MD. Unfortunately, somebody can't catch it from the onset. Say, issues at Boston. No, me sure say one engagement. You bet me we. Eti mesa fa back door hwa na one day yasan enya wa ha na ya to an command so but ansa na be ko no bibi how pese odi ja Ghana for na afi ye nko ansa na ya ba ye round 2 for another guy
neoma mienu one is I want to comment on some of the things they said,
okay,
and then my final comments.
Okay, go ahead.
I have hope. I mean, based on what my brother said, me wo hope pa e wo Ghana. I'm not from the school that has given up on Ghana, just like the president hasn't given up on Ghana. I have hope pa. Now, imagine, say, just imagine that you have 100 SOEs delivering a minimum of 100 million Ghana cedis profit every year. That is 10 billion Ghana cedis that we don't have to borrow every year. And I have hope. And my hope is very heightened as I sit here for 3 good reasons. The first reason is the formation of SIGA. And this one, in the long run, Ghanaians will say a very big thank you to the president of Ghana. The formation of SIGA has brought to the fore accountability, because it is only in these few past periods that you have state-owned enterprises being put on the board and being discussed by plurality of media. They pick the Auditor General's report and they dissect it per organization. Now, the Abebani say that behavior in the long run is going to drive behaviors of leaders in state-owned enterprises towards performance. Because remember, person me mabeko school, de bia ye your papa on radio say why you lost 290 million Ghana cedis. Why you lost of so over time. It takes time for things to change. So over time, Yenim say, I have hope that the destination we will get there.
Okay.
So that is the first one. I also want to say a very big thank you to a couple of people.
Okay.
My Minister of Energy, Honorable
Matthew
Opoku Prempeh, has been extremely supportive. Without him and the President, none of this would have been achieved. I want to say a very big thank you to my board of directors. Because if you do not have a good board, especially a good board chairman,
That's right.
And the Auditor General, even though he brings out all sorts of reports that are not palatable to me, I say, Nipa Onama, Unhuichio, Obi, and a best friend say, thank you. Enti, Ejuma Auditor General, aye, or BOST, to bring up the issues we take them up and make sure that we correct it. No, we say thank you to him. Also, the staff, the union and the staff. Yes, we've gone through challenges, but guess what? They were towards a very good thing. Because I haven't brought any new people.
Same people.
The same people who we had lost hope in. And then I salute them. I salute them very well for picking a company that was making a loss of 456 million Ghana cedis from a company that was known as a contaminated company. Fast forward to today, those same people have chalked a profit of 160 million Ghana cedis. And today, banks are rushing to BOST to do business with BOST.
That's right.
I salute them big time. Lastly, to Ghanaians, your company called BOST has been turned around. Now, we are putting in place certain sustainability measures to ensure that the company will run devoid of whoever they break. Oh, yes. The figure and the media plurality is key. Into that change, now then, 2021 boss 4 year 160 million cedis profit. Now and now outside the loss biome. So these are the behaviors the nation needs to hold us accountable. It is only when we do that Ghana will really get value for its resources. Thank you very much.
MD, Anopay, Yadawase Ebium,
MD1.
MD1.
They say we MD1.
Managing Director BOST, Edwin Alfred Provencal, or no, and Managing Director or that BOST, ano. And Anopay, no, actually, and common minimum, send common, near my baby, or text messages among the buy any idea, ya bread and kind, nanso, or do a drop barco and transfer and check. And as I said, you didn't AC na Yamea Aduma Brefu from Oba, Yatua and Comono, and so Miss Soraya Mamina Penny, Kofi Kumbels and the Royal Baby, and more Atana Comze Premo Ebeto, Dr. Faradex in Kennedy Asante or say, also for Kudu Asante, Stephen Bafo, Michael Ejare, Arafat, Peter Squad, Pretty Joyce, Odi Ahenkan Kwame Yabu Amami Biama Kwafu Anopay, Medamwase Papa, Sanso, and Nana Ofori Owusu was also. Meda wasipa se anopei one Professor Joseph Osafo monso mudi munim de ebe boa yen anopei na ansa na me sori kra no my assistant parish priest the Reverend Father Emmanuel Kofi Boateng. Father is 2 years a priest today. Father, congratulations. 2 years who say oh yes of papa nyankopon enhira na oma wunyini e wo asofo dwumam. Reverend Father Emmanuel Kofi Boateng, congratulations on your second priestly anniversary. Nyame Israel. I was for a friend and I kese ubetimi afrem the cardinal me the radio asumdwe ejamu nyina bakram.